Trusty Ape, Trusty Ape. Daniel, good to see you. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Thanks for coming by. Found a video I was watching. Thought I might do a little reaction to this. So, yeah, this came recommended to me. I have never heard of this channel before. I found this kind of interesting. Already a few factual errors right in the intro. So go through, talk about it a little bit.
If you or your company
After
has
the
ever
ads,
spent at least
whatever.
$5,000
That's what it
to
is.
$15,000 per month trying to attract the perfect customer base,
Hope you're having a lovely Friday night. April the 19th. Tomorrow is
Full
420. If
realization.
you're into that kind of thing, it's a day for smoking, from what I understand. I think I made me watch another ad because I rewound the video. Whatever, it's fine.
You're a pizza maker in the
Actually,
making
that looks pretty good.
with an Uni Pizza Hut.
So I asked ChatGPT to build me a Shopify store, and it said, no, we can't do that.
Okay, so this is a
Quasi here. So
Joe here. And this is a pretty recent video. This one, he said he made this like 2 weeks ago. But I'm not sure how old the video he's commenting on is, the JRE video.
So recently, I was listening to JRE with an episode from Cat Williams. He mentioned the Emerald Tablet and the true origin of all religion.
Great Pyramid of Giza is insane.
Right. like even Tesla says that this is where he came to get the information. But if you follow that information pathway, it leads you to this character called Thoth. Right? And the Emerald Tablets
Alright,
of
so heard of this cat before. Thoth was the Egyptian god of writing, wisdom, and magic. He was associated with order and justice and was an advisor and mediator to the gods. Patron of the scribes, his female counterpart was Seshat, goddess of writing and keeper of books. Thoth created language, and Seshat gave his words to the people. So are these real people, or are these Egyptian deity? Often depicted as a man with the head of an ibis or a baboon. Animals sacred to him. So, as far as I can tell, this dude is a mythological character. Book of Thoth, describing a philosophy and the use of Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. So, that has nothing to do with... Okay. Yeah, mythological figure. Just to be clear here.
Thoth are literally mind-changing and mind-blowing. Just because you understand when this was written and the terminology being used is, when was it written, far too accurate for now. So
Now, in my journey, I've always tried to go deep to identify the true source of all ancient teaching.
Oh, that fucked me up.
Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, knowledge from secret societies like Freemasons, Rosicrucians, Illuminati, and the like. Then I came across this book by this gentleman by the name of William Hawke, who spoke about the true source of all powerful ancient knowledge, the Emerald Tablet. In his book, this is how the Emerald Tablet is described. It is a precious stone like an emerald, whereon these characters are represented in bas-relief, not engraved. It is esteemed above 2,000 years old. The matter of this emerald had once been in a fluid-like state, like melted glass, and had been cast in a mold, and to this flux,
How would you even know that? Well, I mean, I guess you'd assume that's how the tablet was made.
the artist had given the hardness of the natural and genuine emerald
So it's
by his
not-
art. What's even more mysterious is the author
not
of
actually
this
emerald?
tablet, Thoth. Now, the term Trismegistus
I mean, that's kind of what I gathered from that.
quite literally translates to thrice greatest, which shows his mastery over all three planes of existence: physical, mental, and spiritual. Upon studying Hawke's work, everything started to make more sense. The origins of all teachings. It is said that modern religions have literally originated from the teachings of the Emerald Tablet. Gnosticism, Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, Buddhism, and even ancient yogic knowledge. All attributed.
So Freemasonry is not a religion. It's just not. The rest of these are, but Freemasonry doesn't actually have any religious doctrine. You just have to believe in God to be a Freemason, but not
attributed to this
even a
one
specific
being,
God.
Hermes Trismegistus. What's even more interesting is that this Hermes Trismegistus is said to have had three incarnations.
Wow.
The first being Thoth,
A triune guy, huh? So let's check out this Hermes Trismegistus. And what do you know? A legendary Hellenistic period figure that originated as a syncretic combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. What do you know? It's just another fairy tale. And he's the amalgamation of this dude Thoth and the Greek, yeah.
who Jewish mystics actually likened to Seth, the second child of Adam and Eve. And Thoth is also known as the Atlantean, is also said to have had godlike powers, invented hieroglyphics. The first ever method
It didn't say
of
he had godlike powers. It said he was a god. That's what they said.
record keeping. According to an ancient record, the Ebers Papyrus, a 68-foot long scroll on alchemy, the oldest book in the world, Thoth taught humans how to become gods and is the initiator of human enlightenment. The second incarnation of Hermes Trismegistus is Akhenaten, who lived in 1300 BC and arrived shortly after the Great Flood. It is said that Akhenaten rediscovered the Emerald Tablet at the beginning of his rule as pharaoh, and that without him, the pyramids would not have been built. He was known as the heretic pharaoh and created the first monotheistic religion in worshipping the sun god. The third and final incarnation of Hermes Trismegistus was this being known as Balinus, who lived in the same era as Jesus himself, during 15 AD onwards. He is commonly referred to as Apollonius
William?
of Tyana, or the pagan Jesus. Balinus is said to have discovered the Emerald Tablet in a cave, where it was actually hidden by Alexander the Great on his way to Mesopotamia. Legend has it that Balinus spent the rest of his life mastering the contents of the Emerald Tablet and accomplished
Balinus, huh? Can't even find this guy. There's a bunch of stuff on the tablet, but yeah, he's mentioned in the Wikipedia article. There's a University of Oxford article. Yeah, nothing on the guy independently. It's just all about the history of the tablet.
accomplished immense feats like influencing kings, escaping otherwise inescapable situations like imprisonment and chains by literally morphing his body. Balinus taught that just as the one
Yeah, I believe all that. So first of all, we know, Cat Williams, a great entertainer, funny guy. But I think he might be incorrect about the truth of humanity, about humanity lying in this tablet. We'll read more about the tablet, but let's let the video run.
Is the one thing, the divine source, exists in the universe, so it is mirrored in each of us and exists as the soul, which evolves through reincarnations as it seeks perfect expression. Man is only a temporary carrier of something with a much greater purpose. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the three main laws that show up consistently throughout the teachings of the original Emerald Tablet, and how you can use it to create the life that you want through full realization of these teachings. Let's get started.
Okay, that's some bold claims there. Let's check the audio settings. Okay, mic's turned up. Still looks a little quiet. Turn it up a little bit more. So yeah, living your best life by way of the tablet. Ancient Egyptian secrets. Silver Wolf and Ghost Pack are still on. Looks like they've been on for a couple hours with the side chat broken. So, if you are so inclined, check that out.
Get started.
I encountered a book called The Kybalion back in 2017, which was written by the three initiates, particularly William Walter Atkinson, a gentleman who's written many personal development books. But I was initially very disappointed because I found out that this book wasn't actually the true teachings of the Emerald Tablet, but it was a rehash, reformulated in their own interpretations, and there was no original reference to the teachings itself. So that set me on a journey to finding out the true translation of the Emerald Tablet, which is what we're going to discuss today. The three main laws that recur throughout. But what was interesting for me, though, was when I learned about the Kybalion and the mysterious character Hermes Trismegistus, I took it to heart and I said, okay, maybe this is the truth, because I didn't know anything else. I started applying them and my life completely changed.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
Now when I'm
So Homeboy's got this like personal testimony that he used the teachings of the tablet and it changed his life.
studying it, I see commonalities between some of the laws, the 7 laws that were presented in the Kybalion, and the 3 laws that recur throughout from that one paragraph of translation that I'm about to share with you. The very first takeaway that I had was that there are 3 planes of existence. There is what's known as the physical plane, what's known as the mental plane, and finally what's known as the spiritual plane. It is the spirit that manifests itself in the mental and physical. One thing manifests itself into one mind, and everything is contained within what's known as the All. Just like Muslims call it Allah, Christians, Jewish call it God, this God figure.
But you have no evidence for the spiritual claim, right? You know the physical exists, the mental arguably exists like within the physical. Spiritual is, just something you feel, man. Like
Godhead, ideal figure,
no
everything
evidence
is
for it.
contained within the All. Hermetic teachings don't like to look at a monotheistic God. It's more like non-personifying God, because once you personify God, you label God, you give God human-like qualities. It's preferred in Hermetic traditions to not label God, even though the second incarnation of Hermes Trismegistus, Akhenaten, actually tried to put forward a monotheistic religion. He still didn't label it God, merely looked at the sun as a god. And the oldest translation is actually a translation from Balinas, which goes back to this Arabic book called, I'm going to grossly mispronounce it, it's called Kitab Sir al-Halika, which translates, I believe, to the Book of Secrets. In this book, there is one main passage, which is supposedly the most direct translation that can be found. So I'm going to read this passage out to you. Truth, certainty, that in which there is no doubt. That which is above is from that which is below, and that which is below is from that which is above, working the miracles of one thing, as all things were from one. Its father is the sun, and its mother the moon. The earth carried it in her belly, and the wind nourished it in her belly. As earth, we shall become fire. Feed the earth from that which is subtle. With the greatest power, it ascends from the earth to the heaven and becomes ruler over that which is above and that which is below. I want you to really read this a couple of times.
Okay, I mean, we can read it a couple of times, but it's gobbledygook. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Some superstitious nonsense. Truth, certainty that in which there is no doubt that which is above is from that which is below, and that which is below is from that which is above, working the miracles of one thing. On all things were from one. Oh, as all things were from one. Its father is the sun, and its mother is the moon. The earth carried it in her belly, and the wind nourished it in her belly. As earth we shall become fire. Feed the earth from that which is, from that which is subtle. Let's turn this up. We got a little blurry down there. Yeah, from that which is subtle, where the greatest power, it ascends from the earth to the heaven. It becomes ruler over that which is above and that which is below. That's amazing. Just, it's nonsense. It doesn't mean anything.
To see what sticks out to you. And now let's get to the three main laws that...
Okay. Get it, you're monetized.
that this book puts forth. The very first law right from this passage is the mention of as above, so below. The above came from the below, and the below came from
What's up, Gorilla's Random Thoughts? Trying to sleep. I'm so sorry.
the above.
Mom,
It basically
sorry.
mentions that our world is dual. Have you ever wondered why spiritual teachers always speak in dualities? It's because they understand that the nature of this world is dual. It's yin and yang, hot and cold, light and dark. Everything is manifested into two different poles. That's the illusory world, which shows us the opposites, shows us contradictions every single day. Why? Because this illusory world is always subject to change. You'll notice in society, political parties will go from a Democratic to Republican, back to Democratic, back to Republican. It's always ideologies of basically going from one end to the next. One day someone believes in this, a few years later it goes to the extreme end, then comes back to balance for a very short period of time, and then goes back to the extreme end. So everything is in a state of flux. That's why these ancient Eastern teachers have always talked about going beyond the veil of Maya. Pierce the veil of Maya. Go beyond the illusion. Find that which is permanent in this constant state of impermanence. So duality is always in a state of evolving. Okay, it's in a state of flux, meaning it's always undergoing change. And for me, this was absolutely crucial to understand, because I would find that maybe just like you, I have periods of ruts in my life, okay, where I get stuck, I don't feel inspired or motivated, and I keep experiencing the same Groundhog Day.
Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again?
It doesn't matter where you are in your life, how wonderful it is. If you feel stuck, you're stuck. As human beings, we always want to grow, and we want to evolve and become better every single day. And if you keep staying stuck at a certain place, well, then you're going to call it a prison, right? You could be in the most wonderful prison, but it's still going to be a prison if you're not expanding boundlessly. When I started to see that I was stuck, the only thing that would get me unstuck, and this is what's crucial, was when I was asking, what am I holding on to? What is trying to evolve, but I'm holding on to that idea? And I remember in my business when I was stuck, it's because I kept insisting on running ads when ads weren't working for me, when ads weren't the right thing to do. So I had to switch one day when I came to this epiphany that I'm really holding on to ads because someone told me that this was the right way to go. And so I said, okay, what if I just took the funds that I allocated to ads and actually go into organic, something that's already working for me? And that wasn't a proven pathway. There's so many times in our lives we think, this is it, this has to work, this is the proven pathway. But typically when we're trying to follow a proven path that someone else sets out for us, well, it's not our own individual path. It's worked for them, but doesn't mean it's necessarily going to exactly work for us. We can take bits and pieces, the principles of excellence, and evolve with it, but we're being too static. We're holding on to something that we have to let go of. You have to let go of life. This duality is always evolving and becoming something new. In this journey of evolution, who am I becoming? Am I holding on to ideas that are no longer serving me because it has allowed me to become successful in the past? Something that's gotten you from 1 to 10 is not necessarily going to get you from 10 to 100. So you have to become open-minded and inquisitive to ask, what is the right path for me? I know that's a little bit...
That's fine, but did he say you have to let go of life?
esoteric,
So
but I really want you to think about it. In any area of your life that you feel stuck right now, what false idea are you holding on to that keeps attracting the same in your life? What are you struggling to let go of that is keeping on the same Groundhog Day happening again and again? Just ask this simple question. When I started to ask myself this question in any single area of my life what I'm holding on to that's keeping me stuck, the answers naturally come. The quality of your life is not proportional to the answers that that you have, but it's directly proportional to the quality of questions that you ask yourself. And this was one of the most important laws for me that I realized that I actually learned from the Kybalion, and surprise, it pops up in this oldest translation as well, as above, so below. Everything is a reflection. What is the image you are presenting to the mirror? Because remember, the mirror won't smile before you do. I have to consciously change what I'm presenting to the mirror of reality if I would like to see a change happen outside. So this was one of the most fundamental laws that made a biggest shift for me, which leads me to understanding that thing that is permanent within the impermanent. The second part to this, the law of awareness. And when we go back to the passage, it's the very first line. Truth, certainty, that in which there is no doubt. What do you think that's referring to? What is it within us that is absolutely certain? There is no doubt about that existence. There is doubt whether you...
I don't know. Back in the time this was written, they were probably like absolutely certain that the Earth was flat. And, you know, people who, you know, tried to sail to the, you know, out into the ocean just like fell off the edge, right?
You are what you call yourself. There is actually doubt if I'm Quasi or I was born in this place. These are all memory. Memory, it can always lie to us, right? So right now in this moment, yes, I identify as this person called Quasi, but that could change. In this moment, I see my body as this, but that could change. My cells are decaying. It's not forever. This body is going to pass. But within me, what is it that will never pass? What is it within me that always was, is, and always will be? And this is what's known as awareness. Within you, there is a quality of awareness, a quality of witnessing and watching that has always been there when you're 4 years old, that is right now, and will likely stay the same when you turn 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, because it's beyond time. Time doesn't affect it. It is a step removed from space-time. So the ancient yogis call this awareness because it's sort of formless, right? When awareness takes on a form, localizes itself, we call it mind, or you can say, I'm conscious. Where does this consciousness go when you're asleep? Consciousness is no longer there. You are unconscious. Even consciousness is dual. What is beyond consciousness? That awareness. That awareness is always there. We just don't know how to tap into it when we're asleep. That awareness is always present. And very famous sages like Sri Ramana Maharshi, there's a very profound book that I read back in around 2020, 2021, Who Am I? By Sri Ramana Maharshi. It's a very small book, around 30, 40 pages. In it, he gives you a direct method to go beyond this identity, beyond mind and body. In the physical plane, we have the body. In the mental plane, we have the mind. In the spiritual plane, we have that which is beyond mind and body, which is what? Awareness. Pure, formless, bound.
You're just saying that you don't know that. You're just calling spirituality awareness. No, awareness is in the mind, so that's back in the mental plane. This is just wordplay. Word salad. Spiritual awareness means
boundless awareness. When you can stay as awareness and purely just be the witnessing. Just think about it this way. There is a particular identity that I'm embodying as I'm making this.
It's nonsense.
Video. But if I go beyond this identity, I can watch the Quasi that I believe myself to be making this video. But if I can watch that thing, therefore I am not it. If I can watch my thoughts and observe my thoughts, therefore there is a separation between what is watching and the thought itself. Therefore I'm not a thought. I'm not the thought that I'm thinking. In my body, I can feel a feeling. But there is a watching
Hashtag not a thought.
Of that feeling. I know this is getting a little bit tricky to understand, but there's an observation, a witnessing, a watching. So there is this space between that which is watching and the feeling itself. Therefore, I can say that I am not the feeling. But even then, there is a watching of the watching itself. Therefore, I'm not even the watching. I'm that which is beyond. I simply am. There is. I can say, the only thing I can say for sure is that there is some form of existence. I'm not this and that, but only when I remove the clouds can the sun shine forth. When I remove false ideas that I have about myself, then I can see my true self. It's kind of like you have a pond which is dead still. You won't know that there is a pond until there are ripples within the pond. So just like our mind, we don't know that there is awareness until we completely remove all of these ripples. We can't function as awareness until we remove the ripples within the awareness. We can step beyond it. Another analogy
Is he talking about the smooth brain?
I can give you is, if I have a lot of things in the foreground, my focus, my attention gets directed to the things in the foreground. I can't notice the vast background, the sky. I'm focused on the individual clouds, the individual thoughts, my pains, my desires. Those are the things I can focus on. This is a very, very deep Eastern yogic method known as self-inquiry. The path of the intellect, where you go beyond mind and you just keep going beyond more and more until you can fully rest as awareness. And this will have profound implications for your life because you will no longer be the same. You will no longer be affected by anything that happens outside of you. You're going to be completely imperturbable. And this is something I've been practicing for the last 3 years that's allowed me to consciously show up as the version of myself that I want to show up as, rather than unconsciously show up as the version that I thought I have to be. So understand that it is the formless that takes on form. The key to understanding this method, to going beyond all thought, is to simply watch at every single moment whatever is arising and allow it to arise.
It's the formless that takes on form. Of course, yeah, it had to be. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it was the form. It had no form, and then it became formed. What?
Right. This thought arises. That too has permission to exist. It is okay for it to exist, but it is not me. I simply watch it and observe it. So I simply ask, to whom does this thought occur? Well, the answer is simple. It's me. Well, then the question then becomes, who is this me? Who am I? The point of this exercise isn't to blindly answer the questions, because that's initially what you're going to be doing, right? You're just going to try to answer the questions like, oh, I'm this quasi person, and I was born in Bangladesh, and I'm brown, and blah, blah, blah. Like your characteristics, you identify with yourself. But then you ask, what's even beyond that? Is that really me? Who really am I? And that's when you start to get to the crux of it. You start to get...
I am here to tell you today that your feelings are valid.
Having some kind of existential crisis or something, I think.
Hurt. I discovered BetterHelp 2 years ago.
Is this the real me?
Start to get to the root of this whole being. And the root of this being is the root of all beings, which is that air outside the bubble. I encourage you to try that, because I did this for, and I still do this for over 3 years, and it's just gotten to a point where I'm less and less affected by what happens outside. And when your internal is less and less affected by what happens outside, you become a very powerful creator of your reality, because you're no longer disturbed and influenced by what people are saying.
No, I mean, at no point do you become the creator of your own reality. That's, again, just, this is some speculative, esoteric, like, no, you didn't create reality. You don't manifest things that happen. It's just not the way things work.
People are
Nice
saying
try, though.
what others are doing. You find your own true, unique way. You connect to your heart. Okay, so I encourage you to follow this law of awareness that's completely changed my life. That book is really going to help you, but it's sufficient for you to simply ask these 2 questions. Observe thought. To whom does this arise? Who am I? Which actually leads me to the third and final law that we see throughout this passage in the Emerald Tablet. The law of transmutation. There's a very, very direct mention of it throughout, where it says, the earth carried it in her belly, and the wind nourished it in her belly, as earth which shall become fire. That which is above is from that which is below, and that which is below is from that which is above, working the miracles of one thing, as all things were from one. The earth carried it in her belly, and the wind nourished it in her belly, as earth which shall become fire. So you can see there is a transmutation of states. And that's because back in the day, the highest form of reward you could achieve was through alchemy. And the goal of alchemy was to transmute base metal, lead, into gold. But in the Emerald Tablet, the base metal into gold was actually a euphemism, a metaphor for transmuting this internal power into much higher riches.
Yeah, no shit, because they can't turn base metals into gold. Or they definitely couldn't back then, I don't know. Yeah, I was actually reading something about that recently, but yeah, transmutation, the act or process of changing something completely, especially into something different. Yeah. I wonder, yeah. Transmutation of lead to gold is indeed possible. All you need is a particle accelerator, a vast supply of energy, and extremely low expectation of how much gold you will end up with. Yeah, I knew there was something about that.
Enlightenment into transmuting our being and reaching the highest levels like Belinus did, which allowed him these secret powers to influence to achieve miraculous feats. There's no power kind of like that. So in understanding that, we have to understand what the Philosopher's Stone is that Hermes Trismegistus was referring to, or Thoth, whoever wrote the Emerald Tablet. The Philosopher's Stone that allows you to transmute.
So they're the same person. If you do any type of research like I just did, you pretty quickly find out that Thoth and this they're an amalgamation of 2 fictional characters into a singular fictional character. It's not real.
Transmute base metal into gold, that is the internal equivalent that we all possess within us, is the power of imagination. So what you've got to understand is this was a safeguard to prevent people from falling into dogmatic ideas, because society will always try to convince you and shut down your imagination, because imagination is what allows us to break free, right? Even Einstein had this quote, that it's imagination that runs the whole world. Once we lose imagination, once we lose our own creative path, we are doomed. We are subject to.
Why did he just paraphrase? I mean, that was a perfectly good quote that he showed on screen, but he didn't actually read it. He just said something different. I don't...
Someone else's diction of how our lives should go. So the one thing that I've tried to do throughout my whole journey, the one method that I've always focused on, is the act of visualization. When I visualize my ideal scene every single day. When I first started off on this journey, I would visualize waking up in a mansion in LA next to the woman of my dreams with my red Ferrari and what life looks like after I've accomplished everything. And this was when I was dead broke. I had not a penny to my name, and I was doing a full-time 9-to-5 job. 4 years later, we have a multi-million-dollar business, the mansion, everything, beautiful baby, beautiful wife. All of this happened because I consistently visualized that. I use the power of creative imagination. Like, people don't understand how powerful this is. It's the act of creative visualization. Use your imagination, connect the thought to the feeling. When the thought and the feeling are harmonized together, the mind and the heart come together, we master all three planes, right? Because for most people, the heart is very, very silent, because the mind said, you should want this and you should want that, you should want the promotion, you should want to make more money. And then you get to, towards the end of your life and you realize, oh my God, I did everything from such a place of I should want this, and I only did it because people told me to do it. I never really wanted it. I gritted my teeth through it throughout my whole life. And then they wake up with this pang of regret. That's not something I recommend for anyone, not even my worst enemy. Because you stuff your heart in a box and it gets very, very difficult to take it out of the box. It takes a lot of untraining, retraining yourself to get this heart out of the box and to listen to the heart and what it's saying. So a lot of people are afraid to follow their intuitive guidance because they think there is some proven method out there, like we mentioned earlier. But in reality, there is no proven method for you. You are creating your proven method when you trust yourself. That is the only proven method. The only proven method is the one that you create for yourself. So you should...
Oh, I got something for that. Let's see if we can... Oh, yeah.
Always at all times strive to follow your own unique path. Always pick things that resonate with you, things you feel called to, because then you're listening to the intuitive yearnings of your heart. But at other times, be very, very on alert when something might be uncomfortable, and that's actually a good sign. It means you're expanding your comfort zone. But if it makes you just switch off, you're not excited and nervous about it, then it's not worth it. The true things in life that are worth pursuing are the things that make you uncomfortable, but at the same time, you have to do it. It's the right thing to do. This uncomfortable thing is the right thing to do. But the difference between that and the wrong thing to do is it's uncomfortable, but at the same time, it just doesn't make sense to do. Like, you can't see any good reason why you should do something. Those are the ones you should avoid. So to summarize this, practice any form of creative work. I recommend doing creative visualization in creating the life that you want. But also, when I make these videos, I get into that creative zone. Because when we channel our inner creativity, we're actually channeling God. God is that ultimate creative entity that creates being.
There you go. When we channel our inner creativity, we are actually channeling God. God is within you. He is your imagination. Your imagination is God. Wait, there's something screwy here, right?
So what I've gone and done is made a complete guide on visualization. It's like a 30-40 minute long video, which actually has a 7 or 8 page guide at the end of it, completely free for you to access. You can click right here. It's a comprehensive video I made around 2 months ago. A lot of people have been loving it, gotten around 350,000 views on it. We make these videos because my mission is to help every single human being on earth to master their destinies, in hopes that this can help you too. So go ahead and check that out, and I will see you in the comment section of that video right now. Thanks.
Master your destiny. The Emerald Tablet, Philosopher's Stone. And just listen to your heart.
What do you get when you combine the power of AI with Azure? More intelligent apps, personalized customer experiences, and streamlined
How you doing? Friday night, 9:43 in the PM. Having too much fun over here. So when we look this up, I'll read on this real quick. Okay. So now, according to this, there are 2 emerald tablets. Oh, no. Okay, so this is saying there is actually a 1930s pseudo-historical book written by cult leader Maurice Doreal. Okay, so this is like based on the Emerald Tablets, but this is the original Emerald Tablet, also known as the Smaragdine Table or Tabula Smaragdina. I don't know how I'm pronouncing that. A compact and cryptic Hermetic text, highly regarded foundational text for many Islamic and European alchemists, though attributed to the legendary Hellenistic figure Hermes Trismegistus. The text of the Emerald Tablet first appears in a number of early medieval Arabic sources, the oldest of which dates to the late 8th or early 9th century. It was translated into Latin several times in the 12th and 13th centuries. Numerous interpretations and commentaries followed. Medieval and early modern alchemists associated the Emerald Tablet with the creation of the Philosopher's Stone and the artificial production of gold, neither of which exist in reality. It has also been popular with 19th and 20th century occultists and esotericists, among whom the expression "as above, so below," a modern paraphrase of the second verse of the tablet, has become an often cited motto. And then it tells the thing we read earlier, although it continues. So this has been translated by Newton. It's a bit different than the one we read earlier, actually. "'Tis true without lying, certain and most true. That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below, to do the miracle of one only thing. And as all things have been and arose from one by the mediation of one, so all things have their birth from this one thing by adaptation. The sun is its father, the moon its mother. The wind hath carried it in its belly, the earth is its nurse. The father of all perfection in the whole world is here. Its force or power is entire, if it can be converted into earth. Separate thou the earth from the fire. Separate thou the earth from the fire, the subtle from the gross sweetly with great industry. It ascends from the earth to the heaven, and again it ascends to the earth and receives the force of things superior and inferior. By this means you shall have the glory of the whole world, and thereby all obscurity shall fly from you. Its force is above all force, for it vanquishes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. So was the world created. From this are and do come admirable adaptations, whereof the means is here in this. Hence I am called Hermes Trismegist, having the 3 parts of the philosophy of the whole world. That which I have said of the operation of the sun is accomplished and ended." Yeah, okay, bud. What's up, Halsey? Take a look at this video from Crimson, about a week old now, replying to another creator here. Probably won't make it through the whole thing. Just wanted to take a peek. Five reasons why I left the left and woke ideology. Oh, that pops.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is me, Crimson 60620. How's everybody? Came in, fixing something to eat. Took a motherfucking shower. Drinking me some motherfucking tea.
8.5 minutes, 9 minutes, somewhere in there.
They start to think that, yeah, let's switch. Well, here we go. This dude. And you see all of the, I guess, people that he considers to be bad. Don Lemon and AOC, even though AOC hasn't done anything remotely radical or, you know, far leftist, because she actually governs and, you know, fucking, who the fuck is this? Not Greg Abbott. God damn it. The governor of California, who runs basically
That'd be Gavin Newsom.
Ineffective liberal policies. You know, you have Dylan Mulvaney and Joe Biden. Yeah, this is the technically Rushmore
for Newsom
of conservative.
And I voted against the recall, so fuck you.
Yeah. But let's see what this fool starts off with. I know 5 days this week. All right, but let's go. I was just scrolling through it because I wanted to see this shit we was talking about, but let's go.
I almost myself because of how debilitating the anxiety and depression had become. For so long, I wandered around aimlessly lost, not really knowing why I believed the things I was believing.
If that was dark, did he just start the video like that too? I wonder. That's.
It's not your beliefs that you feel dissatisfied with yourself. Oh my God! Do not blame woke ideology for you needing to see somebody.
Yeah,
this shit has already pissed me off. Already.
That was quick.
I committed self-harm because wokeness kept me committed self-harms. Because reasons.
For so long, I believed that my life was at risk merely just because I was black and gay. And
holy shit, dude!
Couldn't be further from the truth.
That's a trip. Get him.
Your life is a risk because you live in the fucking U.S. I'm sorry, like, sad to say it. The shit that we do to our food, this shit.
You know, there they go. They were talking about this in my nutrition class the other day. They were like, and I don't know where they get this idea. It's like, okay, there's like more nutritious and less nutritious food, but how people start getting in their heads that like you're actually being poisoned through the food supply. Like, you realize that the suppliers of food need you to live and continue consuming their fucking products. That's the way food production works. Like, if you're dead, you're not. If people find out the food's killing you, you're not gonna fucking eat it, right? Like, you wouldn't be eating it. Like, people live off this shit their whole lives. Like, just because it's less nutritious, okay, maybe that's true. Maybe the quality of life goes down, but the shit's not gonna kill you, right? Like, it's not like in a time span that you would be worried about it any more than anything else that you're putting into your body or absorbing, you know, through the oxygen. Like, they, you know, just walking around outside, you know, secondhand smoke and fucking car exhaust and shit like that, right? Like, but no, they're like, oh, it's frozen and processed food. That's what's doing it, yeah. And I just hear this shit all the time. We're just fucking so sick of it. Common sense, people. Common sense.
Your life is a risk because you live in the fucking U.S. I'm sorry, like, sad to say it. The shit that we do to our food, the shit we do to our people. But wake the fuck up, dude. You can't take off your uniform. When people look at you, they don't know, are you conservative? They just look at you and look at that black guy. Look at that. Look at that ninja.
What's up, Silver Wolf?
And for a cop that's had a bad day, that they feel fucking lazy to actually do bad shit or not protect themselves or you as they should, yeah, you have a problem. I don't understand why you don't think that way. Now, maybe you live in an area where it's more affluent. Maybe you don't go to the, maybe he's living the Carlton experience. He's pulled over for driving
Carlton
too slow
experience.
outside his neighborhood.
That's fucking great.
But don't act like that.
I have to use that one. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that one. Am I?
Don't act as if there aren't people, which, surprisingly enough, are more accepting to, people who are gay, bi, trans, lesbians. Hey, it's more acceptance. I literally was watching Hazbin Hotel, and if you watch Hazbin Hotel, you will know one of the main flamboyant characters is Angel Dust, and people are treating this motherfucker who is in an abusive relationship with another man like, no, we got to kill this motherfucker because he's treating our homie like this. So it is more acceptance in some parts of the world in younger demographics. But oh boy, there are some shit. I implore you, some places still in this country, your ass wouldn't walk in after sundown.
Something that's always bothered me about being black and gay, that I was always told how to think, that because I'm black, I have to be a Democrat, and I have to stand with Black Lives Matter, because...
No. And this is the stupid bullshit that people like Gothics and all these other people use as a shield. Nobody says you have to be a Democrat. You can be a leftist, you can be a Republican, you can be conservative. Nobody says you have to be a Democrat. People look at you crazy when they say they want to take away your ability to be married. They want to take away your ability to learn.
Yeah, and it's exactly that. Like, you don't have to do anything, but I mean, you're well within your rights to vote against your own interests. Shoot yourself in the foot. Use them rights.
About your history. That's what the problem is. Don't sit back and say that, hey, they just mad at me because I choose not to be a Democrat. No, people look at you funny because you're voting for the lepers that eat my face party, and you walking around with a very, very delicious face.
Because I'm gay, I have to stand with and co-sign everything the LGBTQ community does.
No, nobody says that. Nobody says that. No one group is a monolith. Oh my God, this dude is so stupid.
Things to be. I've had enough. And
you're a follower. If you believe that, you are a follower. Hey, I have super leftist ideas, but I'll be damned if I follow along with most online leftists on the internet. I choose my beliefs. My beliefs don't hold me because of a skin condition or, a motherfucking because. I choose my beliefs, and you're allowed to choose your beliefs. But again, when you're voting for the face eating lepers party, don't be surprised when you don't have a face left.
I don't like being told how to think. I don't like being told what to do, and I don't like being told how to feel. The past few years have been more than eye-opening. And in this video, we're going to discuss why I don't identify myself as a Democrat and the top 5 reasons why I lean more center-right on certain.
And his body language is so like, bitch, please. Like, catch that? Like, it's very, I'm into it.
And what sucks the most about these issues that I would talk about is that no one can really be open in their views about this. A lot of people are scared.
You are literally on YouTube having this conversation. What? You are literally on YouTube having a conversation. Am I missing something?
Help, he's being oppressed.
You are playing into this victim mentality, dog. Oh, they want to silence me because I brought up wokeness and how bad it is. Explain woke. You're wrong for that one. I mean, like, maybe his daddy actually loves him.
To speak out on this in fear of being canceled and doxxed, and to some people it's just not worth the risk, and it sucks. But if you want to speak out about this, hell, not even just speaking out, but just in general, you don't want to be doxxed, then I highly recommend you taking a look at.
Because you're saying that you're a conservative, you're going to be doxxed. Okay.
Today's sponsor, Aura. It is genuinely concerning.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. He was doing a sponsorship. That's what it was. Okay.
Profit and exploit your private information online. Or you can go to aura.com/Amir to get protected. That's AURA.com/Amir to start your 2-week free trial. And the link is always in the description below. Black Lives Matter. I used to be in the streets marching with BLM until I realized that they only care about black lives when it's at the hands of a white man. I used to believe that I would get shot and killed by the police just for being black until I realized that more people get struck by lightning than black unarmed men get shot by the police. I also
Do you walk outside with a lightning rod saying, hey, yo, look at me? Oh, you don't? That's something that you can control? That's something you can control? And I know he's full of shit. Because here's the thing. Let's look at those stats.
Okay, he's just gonna pull up the numbers.
See
I was gonna be like, is that real? We'll find out.
I go back. National Weather Service. Let's see. It's ironic that he used 2022.
What's up, Tog? Yeah, criminal's still around.
All right. National Weather Services. Lightning victims, 2022, 19, right? So we got
That's
19,
legit.
right? Now, let's go to all right. Now, I'm looking at this 2022. That looks like if we would take low numbers, the others 27. I mean, like, I think he may be lying.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Is 19 higher than I don't know of 22? I think he may be lying, dog.
Yep, that's misinformation. Let's check this. Okay, it's still on.
I don't know, but something tells me he may be lying. I don't know. Okay. We know all the buzzwords. Well, let's go.
I also used to believe that America was the most horrible and racist country to be in until I traveled abroad to other countries and realized and understood why so many people try to immigrate here in the first place.
No shit, Sherlock. Wow, that there are worse countries than America. Fuck, it's almost as if you can actually absorb new data. But being worse than America does not excuse the fact that, yo, America is fucked up in some ways, and we want to make it better. That's it. God damn it. It's so fucking the brain rot of these people. Oh, let's go.
Black Lives Matter really took my fear of being black to the next level.
Then you're an idiot. If you let this take you to the next level, then you're an idiot. You are easily manipulated, and you are sheep. But I can bet you you're going to... I know a point about it. I looked at the 5 points. But you bet you're going to be scared about the border. Bet you're going to be scared about the border. The other brown people are going to come over, and they're going to be taking my place, and they're going to be at the border. The other brown people.
So long I felt
great. I just love it. viciously mocking.
I felt that because I was black, I had to just go along with the narrative. I have to be a Democrat. I have to stand with BLM. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You're allowed to come to your own conclusions and think for yourself. I went down to my first BLM rally back in 2017, and I was just taken aback at what I saw. It was my first and last rally. Why is it that when I was bringing up black on black crime or the lack of fathers
Bingo to Icon.
in the home, all of a sudden,
You are deflecting, dog. Again, we keep seeing the studies that more black fathers take child rearing time with their children than any other ethnicity inside the U.S. What you're trying to say is that there are fewer people getting married in the U.S. That trend is going across the board. That doesn't stop people from living together. That doesn't stop people from doing shared custody of parents. The issue is more people aren't getting married. And I would be glad when they leave that fucking talking point alone.
why? I thought this was Black Lives Matter, and we're going to talk about all the black lives that are being lost. But that wasn't the case. And then while I'm sitting there, I'm like, why are they going towards the interstate and marching and blocking traffic?
Civil disobedience, dog. Oh my God, he's so stupid. There is civil disobedience. And Lord, don't tell me he lives in, of course he lives in Georgia.
What does this have to do with anyone that's merely just going about their day? What does this have to do with anybody or an ambulance that's behind that can't get to the hospital?
Oh, the ambulance. Dude, like you're throwing out shit as a red herring. Yes, you are deflecting. The point is civil disobedience. That's the point. Do you not get that? Should you just wait around for things to change after you complain? No, civil disobedience. But let's go.
Child, it turned me off so much. It was
because you're self-centered. That's where it's coming from. It's the self-centeredness. It's this whole thing about I'm better than these people. Of course, I had my father in my home. Dude, that doesn't mean shit. Did you have your father in your home? Is that the reason why? Because you didn't, because you are less of a man? I can go down those talking points that Republicans go down that will make you feel very, very bad. And just because you have a black face doesn't allow for you to say, well, no, black on black crime. You're using your blackness as a shield. And that is shameful because in the end.
Hey, Missing Mod, good to see you. Yeah, we're having a good stream so far. Just chilling on Friday night. Watching this video. It was nice chatting with you earlier. We'll have to get together again soon. I enjoyed that.
In the end, if you're not seen as one of the good ones, who are you going to run? What community are you going to run back to?
The liberal media, Democrats, BLM, telling me that white supremacy is a threat to black people in America, and I'm sorry, it's just not. When was the last time a black person's life has been affected by someone in a white hood?
Do you want to go there? You really want to go there?
Yeah, and I feel like I saw something recently. Somebody was saying that that there hadn't been like a lynching in the U.S. since like the '60s or something like that, which is just false. It's false. We had one during the Obama administration. You won't go into the details of that, but you can just look it up. Yeah. Crimson's about to fuck his day up.
Texas executes John William King in the racist dragging death of James Byrd Jr. King and two
that's
other
the
white
one,
men
yeah.
were convicted in the brutal East Texas murder of Byrd, who was black. King was the second man executed for the crime. Another man is serving a life sentence. April 24th, 2019.
Oh no, so that was under Trump.
You was alive for this shit, dog. And notice, the caveat is a person in a white hood. Notice the caveat is the person in a white hood.
Yep. They ain't got to be in their, what do they call that? Yeah. They don't need the white robes. There's a word for it I can't think of.
I remember, you know, I remember that there was this guy who was actually was it in Georgia, that was running from three people. One of them was a guy in a pickup truck. I don't know, you may have heard it on the news. Help me out, somebody in the chat. Did something happen in like 2020 or 2019 where, you know, three guys were chasing this one guy who was just jogging along and decided to look in a rebuilt house? And like, I don't know, just like, man, they murdered him for no reason, claiming that they were, you know, neighborhood watch when they weren't.
Yep. Shot that dude.
But they didn't have a hood on, so that wasn't racial. Because they weren't wearing hoods.
I don't know. That was arguably like, you know, inbreeding or something. There was some serious mental defect going on there. Well, I'm thinking. So back in. Let's see if I can just stay still. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Charleston. Of course, it's not going to be that easy to find. What the fuck? Okay. I'll keep looking for this and I'll let the video go because I'm thinking there was a relevant story from like, but this is just showing me all kinds of crazy shit.
The Klansman is the least of my worries here in America. BLM wanted me to believe.
Wait. When did this video come out? When did this video come out? I'm sorry. 2 weeks ago, right? Hey guys, he asked if the Klan is still around. Missouri GOP moves to remove to toss an honorary member of the Ku Klux Klan from governor's race. Fleeing.
Okay, so I found this one. which is from 98. I don't know if that's what he was looking at. I think he might have been looking at a, as I am, like an update on the article. It said this actually happened in 98. But yeah, it was they chained him by the ankles and dragged him with their pickup truck for 3 miles. And then left his body outside of a church. That's James Byrd Jr. Hey, Cryptomaria, good to see you. Hey, Mikey, good to see you, bud. Lemon Pie, welcome, welcome. Keep putting this song on.
McClendon III says the picture of him apparently giving a Nazi salute was a form of religious Christian identity, cross lighting ceremony, not a cross burning. Goddamn, when was this? February the 29th? This shit is just so fucking stupid. I just can't.
That's cross lighting, not cross burning.
Oh God. Oh no, I know. I was talking about. Oh fuck! I was joking so much that I forgot old man's name. But this shit is so stupid.
That white people are damaging black lives, but I don't see how.
Where's your glasses at, dog? Where's your glasses at, dog?
2020, it wasn't the KKK that was out here shutting down streets. It was black people. It wasn't the KKK out here burning down and looting black-owned businesses. It was black people. It wasn't the KKK that killed 91% of black people that year. It was other black people at some point.
Whoa! God damn it! I am so sick and tired of this talking point. People are victims of murder that they live around. It's not just. Are you going to talk about the 87% of white on white crime? No, you're not, because that's not part of your talking point. God, it's so fucking
Look,
racist.
if you look at any crime stats, like most crimes are committed within the same race, right? Like, there's like all these really solid demographics. So like anything else, I mean, that's why we have special terminology for things like this.
Some of the shit that he's saying. So you telling me, SS, right here in fucking Odin's year of 2024, that there are still sundown towns? What? No. The fuck?
You don't say.
There are still sundown towns? What? No.
Black people have to take a step back and stop playing the victim for these situations and take accountability for how we act and how our culture promotes certain things. We need to examine how we're impacting our own environment and not how white people have anything to do with this, because they don't, okay? Maybe they did in the past. There are some horrible things that we've done to black people in America.
Oh, let's take a detour. Up that new track from V. Pajama Man. I don't know. It sounds like the intro to a YouTube premiere or something like that, though. Not bad, not bad. I'm not knocking it.
America, but listen, it is 2024. There's nothing that I can do that some white person can. We can't change what happened to us, but we can always change going forward. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on getting the change going forward. We're taking what we have and building on.
Wait. You're telling me, Icon, that some of the same cultures that you see in poor parts of Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, parts of the Holler, parts of the worst parts of Florida, that you see in the hoods and black neighborhoods, you're telling me you see some of the same behaviors? Next thing you're gonna say, it's not tied to actually race, it's just tied to being poor. Oh, fuck.
Well, sorry, I wasn't tracking the side chat. Who are we talking about here? Yeah, happy anniversary, Mikey. Sounds messed up. Uh-oh. That was like 5 minutes ago. What's my check my microphone settings here. Starting to pass out. Get a break from your stream. Well, yeah, you can always take a break. Let me see. I'm gonna switch mics here. I haven't been using this one since the last time because of the cable issue, but since I have the desk set up now, if I don't have to move it at all, just leave it right there, don't touch it. Go back to settings. Change this back over here. You know how that works for you. Mic check, 1, 2, checking the mic. I can go look at it. Doot. One moment. I'm coming fuck on now. It's taking entirely too long. Are we there yet? It's fucking forever. I'll just be getting no audio because this thing's all screwy. So I plug in the mic. You know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna trust it because this is becoming way overly complicated. Oh, and Lemon Pie says, I hear you. Well, thank you. Yeah, Mikey said the audio was bad earlier, so hopefully that is better. All right, I don't know how much more of this we'll do. We'll see. Crimson's cracking me up here, but these points are just stupid.
So what are we supposed to do about it? What are we supposed to do about it? Make sure that more poor people get the things that they need instead of having to live on a very below subsistence lifestyle.
Have to. That we can't do that. All we're doing is focusing on the past and just thinking that we can't get certain things because the white man's.
Sorry, and this is my fault because I forgot when I switched microphones. I'll also have to switch my headphones.
Above or the white man suppressing people in America. No, we're past that. We're beyond that. We can be and do anything we want to be as a black person in America. And I don't hear Democrats promoting that message.
Be rich. Just be rich. Just be rich. Make money. Just get money. Be rich. Just be rich. Just be rich. You're suffering from diseases based on anxiety, based on being poor. Just be rich.
Always want to talk about promoting black voices this, black voices that, but it's never. We'll get to it later, but it's never for the merit. It's never for what that black person is doing. At this point, it's really just because they're black. But as a black man in America, I do not stand with nor support or condone the Black Lives Matter organization because what have they done for black people? Yep.
And you see the switch up. You see the switch up. Not. I stand for the principle of Black Lives Matter. Nah, the organization is fucked up. You know as well as I do that there is a difference between the organization and the actual movement. And if you don't know the difference,
wants to admit that. It's a lovely evening. Friday night, going on almost 10:30 p.m.
All right, Chaos. Chaos. Oh, where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I was born in San Pedro, California, and I grew up right next there, Torrance. They call it South Bay. That's pretty much it.
Tell me about your family. You had mom and dad?
Frozen.
I was the only child. My dad's dead.
I just found this too. I haven't even watched it yet.
He died in 2004, and my mom, she's like some ultra militant Christian, so I haven't talked to her in like probably like 15 years.
How would you describe your childhood?
Crazy, crazy. They're not moving too fast, so I'll leave it at 1.25. I think that's fine as long as the quality picks up.
I think it was. I mean, to me, I think it was regular. You know, I was always in trouble when I was a kid, so you know, I was always real hyper. So I was always military school. And you know, and my mom was like pretty strict, so it was like I don't know. It seemed like there was always like some kind of conflict, you know. And but I'd be with my dad on weekends, and I was like, you know, that was like a vacation for me.
How far did you go to school?
High school, and then I got locked up when I was 15, and pretty much stayed getting locked up till now.
How old are you? Yeah.
48.
48. You been in and out of prison?
In and out of prison.
Oh, you can tell he's been in.
I pretty much went from go to like the most extreme pretty quick. Like in LA County Jail, they have this place called the gang module. It was the white gang module. It was in 3400 Charlie Road, and this is when it was pretty much a death sentence to be in LA County if you're white. And you know, the white there, you know, I don't know if people know, but we represent about 8% of the prison population, but we're responsible for like 67% of the murders. And, you know, so the politics get real sick, you know. But I started out there, and then some of my homeboys were, you know, mostly the riders, and that's when I started getting courted into the ride.
So the gang life started early for you?
Started early. I just pretty much went from a kind of like a fuck up kid from Torrance to like strung out, worst of the worst California gang member, you know, domestic terrorist, all this shit, you know. And ended up doing most of my.
It's really bad for some reason. Choppy. Try normal speed. If it'll make a difference, let's see.
My prison time in the shoe. Pelican Bay. I'm still active today, so like.
Shoe is the solitary confinement.
security housing in Pelican Bay. Been in Pelican Bay twice. Corcoran, Tehachapi. New Folsom 3. B3.
Where'd you get exposed to the whole gang scene?
When I first went to county jail when I was young, and back then, if you were white, it was fucked in there. You like, it was like a third world country. It was like we couldn't have all the whites and like would walk around with socks, and it was bad. So the violence
Just no context there. That's gonna sound weird to people. They walk around with socks. Yeah, I don't know. This video's chopping out on me. It's trying my patience. So, but this is Chaos with a K, not to be confused with myself. I've never met this individual, but this is over on Soft White Underbelly. If you're interested in that interview. Probably end up with a copyright strike if I go on with it too long anyway.
Chances out of 1,000 that rice, wheat, and timothy would be in one clade, 15 and 30. So actually there are 30 nucleotide substitution in clade.
Redshift, go. Can you hear me now? Good. Okay.
Welcome to another video tutorial. In this video, I will tell you how we can interpret a phylogenetic tree. So before we go into the detail of phylogenetic tree, so let's first understand what is taxon, what are branches, and what are nodes. So to understand this, we can consider this simple figure. Here you can see we have different samples like sample A, sample F, and sample C, D, E, and B. So actually there are samples from A to F. Sample from A to F and E. So you can see here we have drawn a phylogenetic tree. So what are taxon? So here the terminal portion you can see like this. this A, F, C, D. All these are called as taxon or tips. So if we want to know what are the branches, so you can see this path would be branches like this path, and similarly like this part. This part is called as branches. And the third important thing is actually node. And here you can see, here we have tips are branches, and here where there are branches and they are meeting one common ancestor, this point is called as node, or here maybe this point is also called as node. So you can see this point is called as node. So hopefully now you have a clear idea about taxon, branches, and nodes. So let's go ahead and understand what are clades. So if you can see, like if this is one ancestor which is dividing into further branches, you can see this would be one clade, and similarly this would be one clade. So if you will cut it from here, so this would be called as a clade. And you can see here in this clade, are there further subclades? You can see this is one major clade. We call it major clade. And similarly, these smaller are also called as subclades. So these two would be called as subclades. And here you can see actually this is one major clade and it has two subclades. So this green one and this blue one would be called as clades. And then what are not clades? So if you can see, while considering this is actually the part of this, so it is not the part belong to this one, so these are actually the not a clade. So similarly this is also not a clade, because actually this is one clade and it is now overlapping with another clade, so then this would not be called as clade. So now we can go ahead and we can understand the difference between clades, taxon, and sister taxons. So as we have already learned that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, they are called as tips, or they are also called as taxons. And as I previously told that, you can see if we can draw B and C, and here is one their common ancestor which is node. So if we draw like this, this is one clade, and this is also one clade. Similarly, this is also one clade. Similarly, this is also one clade. And if you draw this overall, so it is also covering one common ancestor. So this is also one clade. And if you cover all this as a larger unit, you can see this has also one node. It means this has also one ancestor. So it means this is also one clade. So, and you can see here A and B, and similarly C. You can see B and C are in one clade, so they would be called as sister taxon. Sister taxon. But you can see because A is in different clade, so A is not sister taxon to this, because you can see here A is located within a different clade. So similarly, you can see E and F are in one clade, so they would be called as sister taxon. They are sister taxon to each other. So now we can move ahead and try to understand.
You're with me so far?
When you write, your tone influences how readers.
Why is that turned down? Interesting.
Understand further concept that what is the meaning of branch lengths. So let's take one example of this phylogenetic tree. So here you can see here we have rice, wheat, Timothy, and Napier.
Okay, we're only about halfway through this. I'll speed it up, maybe. Maybe.
Napier grass, Guinea grass, sorghum, maize, and here you can see few has small branch length and few have greater branch length. And similarly, in comparison to this Timothy, you can see the Napier grass has even more increased branch length. And similarly, you can see the clay meadow-monas has even more increased length of branch. So what it is telling? So actually it is telling that you can see actually the one node, because one node is representing one ancestor. So these are actually the newest species, and here are the ancestors. So it mean more will be the branch length, so more will be the divergence. It means this clay meadow-monas, you can see it has the highest length of branch, so it is more evolutionary divergent compared to this wheat, because you can see wheat has only a small branch length. And you can see similarly
Squirrely McSquirrelson.
wheat and Timothy have almost similar, although they are also different, but almost in comparison to this, they have similar branch length, so they are less divergent as compared to this.
Let's take a look around the interwebs, see what's going on. Brojo's live. Go have a peek. Do 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 do. $10:50 p.m. April 19th, 2024. On top of the world.
Just people watching the other people watching me, and we're all people watching the other people watching we, and we're as lonely.
Oh, will you stop it? Just stop it. Everything's gone anywhere. It's all gone squirrely. I'll never let go, Jack. It's not happening? Oh. Something's happening. Very, very slowly, something is happening. I don't know if it's going to play or not.
For the principle of Black Lives Matter, nah, the organization is fucked up. You know as well as I do that there's a difference between the organization and the actual movement. And if you don't know the difference from that, give me your subs. Just give me your subs. You don't know what the fuck to do with them. I'm surprised you don't swallow your tongue every time you try to motherfucking talk. I'm surprised every time you walk outside and look up in the rain, you don't drown. If you don't know the difference between the two of them.
Yeah, they raised nearly $100 million. Yeah, they bought like 3 mansions, but what have they done for the black community? What did donating to Black Lives Matter, what did marching, what did posting that black square do for black Americans here in America? Please.
It didn't do shit. And if you expected it that one summer of being upset to do shit, then you're fucking dumb. You're just as dumb as the online leftists that say, I'm mad about something, change it.
I'm
God
so angry
damn.
I made a sign. Did I put that up here? I don't think I did.
But let's go.
Please tell me, what did they do? What did they solve? Where are the solutions that came from all that? BLM pushed away from liberals for this very reason. And I was looking to the right, and we were talking about all lives matter, but when you sit back and think about it, we got Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, Hispanic Lives Matter, Indigenous Lives Matter, Ukraine Lives Matter, Palestine Lives Matter. Like, it's apparent that all lives matter. Again, BLM with the constant lies that my life is under attack by the police force in America. And
my question is this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Think about it. For those of you guys who know the history of the Black Panther Party, do you think he'd be one of those motherfuckers that'd be like, wait, what do we need the White Panther Party for? What do we need the Yellow Panther Party for? What do we need the Red Panther? Like seriously, go into the history of the Black Party before it was Black Panther Party before it was taken over by admittedly black separatists and black racists, where they were saying, let's work with everybody. Let's yeah. You think he will be one of those motherfuckers? But let's go.
that's just not true. There's no data to suggest that I need to be ducking and hiding from police. White liberals telling me that as a black man, I'm oppressed and we need to fight for equal rights so that we can be seen as equal. You homegirl, you're not above me. Just
They talked about taking your right away for getting married, dog. Quite literally. Wow. Oh my God. They are talking about taking away your right to be able to marry somebody you love. And you wonder why people look at you wrong. But hey, I mean, like, them wonderful leopards, they're like eating faces. But let's continue.
because you white and pale, that don't mean nothing to me. You don't have more rights than me. I ain't getting sprayed by no water hose. I don't know, nobody's master, 2 bushels of cotton. No, it's literally.
What are you gonna do next, dog? Shuck and jive? I'm saying, like, my man is acting like a sandbone over here, but I don't know.
2024. I keep saying that, but like we're past all of this idea that black people are just so oppressed and have it down and bad, and that we're just in the shambles. No. And then they also say black lives need reparations. For what? How we want reparations when we tearing down our own communities non-stop? It's a Democrat.
Okay, so unfortunately I couldn't find it. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had it saved in here. I know I've got it saved on my other socials. It's just not in my phone. I did find this little gem though. Got this for you. Oh yeah. Why is that still there? Alright, I'm just gonna do that. Like, this is... Yeah, it's still me. Okay. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's malfunctioning over here or something. Missing Mod says her.
I want to say this.
All squirrely too.
And
but mine's always squirrely.
I'm gonna get some people mad at me, but I don't give a fuck. Slavery was not the original sin. of the U.S. I know. It wasn't the original sin. The Native American genocide was the original sin of the U.S. Slavery was second, and the annexation of the different countries around us, like parts of Canada, like parts of Mexico, was the third. Let's stop the
So, if I'm remembering history correctly, and I think I am, the Spanish. Yeah, I think. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure because I was like, hold on, wasn't there timeline? Yes. Okay, but this is talking about okay. This is okay, yeah, this is for the original 13 colonies. So this is 1585. But when did the Spanish colonization of Mexico? Yeah, 1519. So yeah, the Spanish were in, Cortez was in Mexico way earlier. So yeah, that was what I was. Just want to make sure I had that correct. America's badass is why the world is awesome right now. Oh yeah, happy anniversary, Missing Mod. Yeah, I heard that you and Mike, you're both having anniversaries. Not saying they're perfect, but it's close to as a fallen world can get. Yeah, I mean, I think if we're gonna be the leaders of, I don't know, whatever we're leading, the free world or something like that, then we should be as good as we can be, all that we can be, just be mediocre America, we should be trying to continually make progress, otherwise it's all bullshit.
Bullshit. And
yeah, exactly.
Stop acting like this country wasn't built on the graves of the people who are already here, the backs of slaves from who are descended from Africa and other countries, and grown off the territories of other countries. Now, do I think it should be cash reparations? Fuck no. I don't think so.
See, he's not for it.
I think we should have reparations where we should maybe have Medicare for all with the mental health component.
Which isn't really...
Maybe we should have that.
I mean, and that's not even really reparations as such, right? Because it's like for all. So like everybody would be getting it anyway.
Maybe we should have a comprehensive look at the getting rid of the commodity of housing, where if you need a home, not only the government is going to continue to build homes and force a flood of supply that these private equity companies can't buy up quick enough. And yeah, I know how money works. made a video talking about that, but we're speaking of idealism here, and I don't know. Maybe we should do a universal basic income.
See, I don't know if I agree with all but the UBI there. I'm still, I mean, I like the idea of a UBI, but when I really like pull the covers back on it, like, you gotta have some, because you'd have people, I mean, you have people now who, like, live on Social Security. They got fixed income that is, you know, whatever, say what you will about Social Security, right? But they get it. They get this money, and they choose to, like, live on the streets so that they can spend their money on other stuff, right? And they have, so I mean, if they're not, you know, yeah, you have to test mental fitness in that state and everything like that, because people will do some crazy shit. You just give them money, they'll, you know, they're doing just weird stuff when you just give money, and there's no, like, you know, they don't have accountability for that spending.
I don't know. Maybe this is some shit we should do. For him to sit back and say reparations aren't needed, I would tell him to quote Ozzy, he can eat my ass and not in the fun way. All right, let's go.
And the liberals that kept telling me that, yeah, black people have it so bad and that black people are so far behind. How and where I'm sit here and really think and live a life that I'm living the same life that my grandparents are living in the 60s, great-grandparents living in the 1910s, and great-grandparents that are over here on the fields picking cotton that I'm.
Because you're wealthy. Not everybody has the same access to wealth that you have. You dumb fuck. This is what I mean. Motherfuckers like him are so self-centered that they think I'm one of the good ones. They think that, oh no, I've made it, so everybody else should make it, even if I had a head start. Different from people that live in some of the worst neighborhoods.
Chief in that 420, Mr. Mod. I also have a little bit left of my infused sativa joint here. End of week. I won't be celebrating tomorrow, so I'm celebrating tonight. But yeah, I need to get back off of weed for a little bit here. It's the plan. I've been working on being more abstinent. I went to rehab for a couple months. You didn't hear, so yeah.
Let's go.
Living the same life as them. I'm not. I'm just not, and it's nowhere in comparison. I am my ancestors' dream. Everything they have ever wished for, I have accomplished and have and more. And that goes for a lot of black people in the United States.
What if they wish for heirs? You know, for you to get married to a woman and start a family. Low blow. I know. I'm sorry. But this shit is crazy because you hear the ego out of this man. You hear the ego out of this man. I'm best. I'm the greatest. No, motherfucker, you just a ninja in a suit. Driving the wrong neighborhood with a nice car. You a ninja with in a suit. Well, let's go.
There's so much opportunity out there for us to grab and go get, and we can do that. It just always just blew my mind that I was being told all these things from, you know, the more liberal side and Democratic side of Black Lives Matter, but it's not motivating, it's not inspiring, and a lot of it just isn't true. You know, with 90% of Black people vote Democrat, but why? Our communities are rotting, and we're blaming white people for literally everything without realizing that we're voting for the same people and the same policies decade over decade. Like, for a decade. Like, what is the harm in trying something new? Hell,
The Republican Party, the Conservative Party in Texas are trying to say that people weren't enslaved or they learned skills from slavery as if it was valuable job skills.
Yeah. Give him some work
Are
experience.
you fucking stupid, dog? Again,
that's skilled
I'm
labor
voting for
right there, right? You know, you get them ready for the workforce.
the leopards, the face-eating leopards
That's
party.
amazing.
a lot of Black people are out there voting Democrat, but not even understanding why they're voting Democrat. They're just doing it because that's the expectation that Black people have. Whereas white people,
No. Maybe you're that fucking dumb that you don't swallow your tongue every morning that you wake.
Did we go backwards? No, I think he says he's just using the same. He said that earlier too, so I was like, what? I had that happen. I was listening to Simon Hectic's stream a little bit ago, and I walked down to the store, to the taco shop down here. I was listening to the stream, and somehow it got rewound. Like while it was in my pocket, it went like 20 minutes back or something. And so I'm listening, and then I start hearing, I was like, and I had like experiencing deja vu right now, because I'm hearing like the same conversation they were just having a few minutes ago. And lo and behold, yeah, but it was just like a seamless transition from whatever they've been talking about, and then it went backwards. And what the fuck is going on around here? Yeah, it was pretty baked, I guess. No, what I mentioned today when we were talking happened back. I got clean originally in 2016, and then missing mod. Yeah, no, just at the end of last year, I went to rehab. Well, I had a whole crisis last year over the course of a few months, and then went to a rehab facility just to get off of everything for a while. So yeah, that was the end of last year. I got out in January. So yeah, I've been kind of but no, that wasn't well, I've struggled with homelessness off and on for a number of years since then, but yeah, 2016 was my my clean date when I don't know what the fuck that is going on outside. Yeah, when my ex and I split up, and she actually passed away this year too, unfortunately. So oh yeah, thank you. It's definitely worth it for me, just spending some time away, you know. Here we get, I was able to go on disability for the time that I was off of work and everything, and come back to my job. And okay, no deja vu here. Still trying to finish the Crimson video. Yeah.
Wake up and say hi to yourself in the mirror. But those of us who literally look at politics can see when somebody vote for us anyway. When somebody says we're going to take away your only way to subside and be subsistence in your livelihood, vote for us anyway. Because wokeness, it's stupid. But let's go.
They're all over. They're all sides of the fence. You got white liberals, white Republicans. They're all over. They have the conversations, debates. They try to get to solutions. But then you have black people voting all Democrat. And the second you have a black person that's on the other side, you barely want to even talk to them. You just shut them down. Like, how is it that we can't even communicate as a community and we want all this change?
I would love to have a conversation with this idiot. I would love to have a conversation with this idiot. Damn it, I would love to have a conversation with this idiot.
The math is the math. It all just frustrating.
When you say it like that.
Stepped away from all of it. Do I believe that Black Lives Matter? Do I believe that there are some injustices that are still happening to black people and we need to work on it? Yes, I'm blacker than 11:59 p.m. I care about my life, okay? But I don't need to.
But didn't he just say his life isn't in danger, isn't threatened by being in the U.S.?
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. Did he not just say that?
Yeah.
Did not he just say that? Wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, now your life is in danger. But when you're trying to use it as a fucking attack against Black Lives Matter, no, it's not. Fuck out of here.
Stand with this organization, Black Lives Matter. I don't need to stand and be a devout Democrat and devout liberal to believe.
You don't have to stand with the organization. Again, there's a difference between the organization and the movement. Dummy.
Even have those thoughts. I think for myself, and you can too. The LGBTQ community. Why should what I do in private automatically define my worldview, politics, habits, and culture? How come if one is gay, they're automatically lumped into this LGBTQ community, but if someone's straight, they're just straight? Like, why can't gay people have that? There's no.
You do have that. Like,
I get it now. I fucking get it. I understand. Oh my God. I totally get it. This motherfucker is constantly online. I get it. This is a terminally online motherfucker. That's what it is.
Terminally online.
Oh my God. This motherfucker is terminally online. The fact that this idiot will say, well, because I'm gay, I have to be on the left, means you're terminally online. Log the fuck off and shut the fuck up. That's what it is. The BLM. Well, the organization, whoa. But even the talking points that he's saying, oh my God, I cracked the code 9 minutes and 12 seconds into a 24-minute video. Let's hear what else he has to say.
No straight community, straight people don't make being straight their entire identity, but for some reason for gays, that is their entire identity. And
that's so funny. If I could look at him, for him to be saying like, this is not my identity. Like, dude, do you see yourself? Like, watch this video because it's fucking ironic. It is.
Again, this is some supremely terminal online shit. Yes, there are some people that make being an alternative, and I don't say different, just an alternative of straight and cis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments now. Sorry to hear about your parents missing, Maud. That's rough. Very sorry.
Completely part of their identity.
Coffin fit.
I find that shit abhorrent. Just as he's wrong, by the way. There are people that use their straightness as a key point to their identity, or use their whiteness, or use just their insert non-character defining thing as their identity.
Jeez. Not bad one.
It was brought up in the chat. FD signifier. And his ilk, black, as their identity. Is fucking stupid, and it doesn't mean shit, but they use it as part of their identity.
Well, it is part of your identity, like this, like whatever people call fucking culture. Like part of it is based on race. That's the way people choose to identify themselves. You don't have to, but most people do. It's like it's fucking super common. It's not like that's not weird, you know. Like I think it's weird when you like use it to like try to justify acting like a shit, like, or like try to get something out of people. But I mean, the fact that people do it, I try not to subscribe to shit like that. Like for me, like I don't know. That's my style. I'm not into this whole like national identity and whatever, cultural Christianity or whatever. And like if I celebrate holidays, I'll celebrate them like for the sake of my kids or something like that. But it's not for me. Like I don't hold any stake in it. Like
identity. And quite frankly, guys, my blackness informs my history.
There you go.
And it forms
water
where I grew up with, and it forms, how I see the world. But it is not my identity. My identity is Bryant or Crimson or that crazy motherfucker on the internet. That's who my identity is. It's not just black. It's not just straight. But let's continue.
Then it's like me saying that automatically makes me some type of homophobic person, even though I'm gay. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, y'all. The LGBTQ community and Democrats and liberals have just gone extremely
gay
far left.
homophobe.
You'll find drag queens reading to little kids. They're pushing the transitioning on the little kids. They're promoting and pushing, these pride parades that's full of nothing but degeneracy onto these.
Okay, I'm talking to you, the one on left. I'm talking to you. Just because you want to feel special and you want to point out an argument, or you want to feel like, hey, you're not going to harm the way I want to express myself online. You're giving these motherfuckers ammo. Now, I'm not saying you have to be the perfect person. I'm not saying that you have to pretend to be saints and all the other good shit. I don't. I talk about titties all the time on YouTube because I like titties. But the fact that you're giving people who want to have an excuse to isolate you and put you down, all of this shit, because you want to show how right you are and how motherfucking more based in part of the group you are. The internet remembers. The internet always remembers. It's stupid. And some of these people, they're not even saying because I'm this, it has to be this way. No, they're doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, like leaking a porn folder on stream, or stealing $100,000, or talking about suing your kid, your adult kid, in a live stream, or claiming this and claiming that. You're giving these people points instead of just trying to be normal, instead of trying to go for the outrage. But let's go.
Children, it's just,
I don't know if that's
just nothing there, and it's too much for me.
mean,
And it's crazy because it's the LGBTQ community and a Democrat.
I don't know if that's normal. I mean, you can go for that. That's fine. I don't know about normal.
Democrats, I swear,
What
up
we
and
call it
down,
normal
is the
here.
party
It's
of diversity and inclusion and acceptance. But no.
Oh, and that's not to excuse the fact that there are adult males that take their 6-year-old boys to Hooters and say, "Yeah, son, look at those titties. You're supposed to like those titties." Yeah, no, it's the shit goes crazy everywhere.
You're not wrong. And now's the portion of the stream where I think, all these crazy, I guess they're just throwing out, channel memberships everywhere. Something with YouTube. It's like, so yeah, I got a channel membership for Maya's channel. Excellent. Big fan. I've been stalking Maya for a long time, ever since I saw her over on MathPig's stream, and I lost connection, so we weren't able to talk, and I've been trying to talk to Maya ever since her channel blew up, and just a little guy over here. And the Evil Dusty show. Yeah, I haven't really watched. I've been watching Dusty a little bit lately, but I haven't watched him in a couple of years, really. So random, but okay, cool. I'll take it. That's fine. So yeah, thank you. Always appreciate free channel memberships. I don't pay for anything on the internet, so well, I'll donate money to streamers I know, but I do that privately usually. I think I'm still subscribed to like 3 people on Patreon, so
I'm just saying. There are people that just give a girl a doll and says, "Hey, why don't you learn how to be a good mommy to this doll?" The fuck? Is that your baby? Is that your baby? Asking a 4-year-old girl, is that her baby to take care of? That's kind of fucked up.
That's
For one, you don't know if this 4-year-old kid is even going to want kids. But you're impressing that shit on a 4-year-old. Hi, father of a daughter, then had to tell people, don't do that shit. But let's continue.
They're only for equality if your thoughts are equal to theirs. That's it. Other than that, you're kicked out. You don't think it's okay for men and women to share the same locker room? You're transphobic now. You don't think it's okay for men and women to compete in sports together? You're transphobic now.
I have long since said, fuck, let's have let's have unisex motherfucking competition. I don't care. I don't fucking care. You want to put a woman on a fucking man? Let's put women on NFL teams. It'll take probably a generation of training.
Yeah, it's just like sex. As long as everybody's consensual and enthusiastic, yeah, whatever.
But imagine that shit. I think they're mixed gendered motherfucking rugby teams. And those women, you don't fuck with those women because they will push your shit in. The problem comes where the only reason why, men on women's sports team is because you want to score easy fucking points. Now, this isn't something I was talking about just a minute ago. This is really people just saying hey, I want to play. I've done some steps to make sure that I fit into the hormonal range of everybody else. Why the fuck can I play? And truth be told, there are times where people know that they were born with ovaries and vagina, and they're still kicked out of sporting events because their testosterone is too high naturally. I wonder who is affected by that shit.
You don't think it's okay for 12-year-old girls to optionally choose to have a double mastectomy? You're transphobic now. Literally, all it takes is for you to have.
Yeah, they need to keep those because they need to make sure that they feed their future children, because we need to make sure that we tell 12-year-old children that you're a woman. Oh, of course, you're going to need to make sure that you're going to be able to take care of some kids. What you may not want to be a mother? No, fuck that. You don't got no value unless you want to be a mother.
Yeah, I mean, I just think if we're gonna have like any agreement on age of consent, which like maybe another topic, but like there should definitely be a level where people aren't doing major surgical alterations to their bodies before they reach that age, whatever we agree. Like, I don't think it's just like that. Um, but I don't think that's like a common occurrence with 12-year-old girls getting a double mastectomy. Sounds like a pretty rare thing. Maybe they have like a history of breast cancer. I don't even know the whole what we're talking about. But.
Have an opinion, and you're all of a sudden labeled a bigot, homophobic, transphobic. The list goes on, and I'm tired of it. It's ghetto. It's played out. I don't need any of that, and you don't either. They're here saying
Your feelings are hurt because somebody called you out. Now, I don't feel that you should actually just automatically say, "Oh, racist," without giving an explanation. You're racist because you specifically point out, oh, did 91% of the black people killed are killed by other black people, without looking at the data of 87% of white people killed are killed by white people, and the list goes on. That's where you're racist, dog, when you use data to provide a altered perception or untrue perception to just dig on a motherfucking specific racial group. See, I made a point. See, that's how that works. So again, online leftists, I need you to understand that too. When you're just saying, "Oh, racist," and just walk away. No, that's not how you handle the conversation. You sit back and have a conversation, and you explain to them the error of their ways. But you got, I know, I just said online leftists because you actually talk and explain when the fuck. Yeah, sure.
Saying that all Republicans are homophobic. Where, if anything, I see that Republicans just want the kids out of it. But when it comes,
motherfucker, did they not just actually kick the log cabin Republicans out of their out of just everything last year and this year? Did they just stop the log cabin Republicans from just like being part of the group because they had the bad gays? Stop. Do not do that. We even have it where they're trying to take away your right to marry who you love, dog. Stop it. I get that you have two audiences that you're making this for. Politically limited information black people and white people who are racist
crazy
that you're using your identity to shield for, that are jerking off to the fact that, oh, he's talking about somebody black and he's black. Oh my God, I'm not just watching black porn. No, oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's go.
Comes to being gay, yeah, they don't like it, but shit, I don't like straight people. I don't like what straight people do in bed, and straight people don't like what gay people do in bed. We can agree to disagree and keep it pushing. And that's what I do see them doing, is keeping it pushing. But it's the liberals, it's the Democrats that start holding us back. Kids this, trans this. Leave it alone. When you really look at it for what it is, I'm hard pressed to find some Republicans that really do genuinely hate me. Are they there? Yes, there's fringes on both sides. But
bitch, please. Oh, this person just fucking kills me. You slay me. Oh, I love it. "24 minutes left of this video. We're gonna power through it. Power on through.
They want to take away. They have literally said, trying to take away your right to marry who you love, dog. I'm fucking confused, man. I am fucking confused. Like, for real. For real.
But in regards to accepting my opinion, letting me live my life, I see way more Republicans just being more chill with just letting me be and exist. As long as, I'm not being crazy. Majority of the...
Yeah, don't want to go kiss a man. Don't want to go kiss a man. Don't do that shit. The fuck you doing?
The right people and Republicans that I come across, they just don't like the degeneracy that they see that mainstream media, the leftists and the LGBTQ community is promoting and highlighting, which personally I totally
He's muted. Crimson. Talking, there can't nobody hear. I can't hear.
I've been muted.
Yep.
But like, what degeneracy? Go to a Republican convention and kiss your man. Like, and I'm not talking about like just sloppy shit. I'm just talking about the way a straight couple would kiss. Go kiss your man like that at a Republican convention, and see how accepting that they are of that.
You understand? Myself, I don't identify.
Don't
I
go
don't,
there, girlfriend.
I don't get along with the LGBTQ community as a whole. I don't like the pride parades. I don't like all the things with the children. I don't like a lot of the things that go on, and that's okay for me to do. If you're gay out there, it's okay for you not to like all the little things about the LGBTQ community, but that also shouldn't just make you a transphobic, homophobic bigot. Again, they always hip and holler about diversity this, diversity that, when a lot of them are just a bunch of copy and paste clones. Like for some gay people, they just want to chill. They see straight people chilling, and gay people want to chill too. Why do I have to like the drag queens? Why do I have to watch RuPaul Drag Race? Why do I got to be all permissive?
Wait, who said that you? This is just follower mentality. This is follower online motherfucker, constantly online mentality. Oh my god, I'm not gonna get through the rest of this. Let's go.
It's on Grindr. I don't get it. And
He's not even
gonna
get through the whole video.
Why do I have to like the drag queens? Why do I have to watch RuPaul Drag Race? Why do I got to be all promiscuous on Grindr? I don't get it, and it's so sad and
again, nobody's saying that you have to. What the fuck does that have to do anything with your political leanings?
Frustrates me because there's so many young gays out there that see the leftist gay people, the LGBTQ community, and they think they have to be that. And I'm saying that from experience because when I came out the closet, I flew out that closet. When I oh my gosh, I really thought I had to.
Hold on. I gotta see that again. Sorry.
And they think they have to be that. And I'm saying that from experience because when I came out the closet, I flew out that closet. When I oh my gosh, I really thought I had to be in that culture. I had to download Grindr, I had to hook up all the drag queens.
That's good.
Rainbows. And that's not true. It's okay for you to be gay and just be the gayest thing about you literally is what you do behind closed doors. You don't have to be in this big community. You don't have to do all these things and follow these rules. You don't. It's playful. You really don't have to. And I don't like the pressure in how the LGBTQ community and mainstream media, Democrats,
all right, I gotta speed him up.
Promoting and highlighting what gay is. Because a lot of times this is not how it is. This isn't to say that there's anything wrong with the feminine gays out there. Do you? There's obviously feminine things about me. My hands and wrists is lint flying all over this damn screen, and I love Beyonce. I'm out here twerking. I get it.
Why be the stereotype? Fuck. All right, let's go.
It's fine. You know what? I'm good with it. Actually, just about now. Right about now. Funk Show, brother. Check it out now. I think they might have shut my phone off. It's just as well.
Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother.
He live? He was live when we came on. The negative. You said happy 420. I'm checking on Flux during a while. Huh? Taco guns. Recipe for destruction.
Then, back on Earth, we've been walking this deserted plane of existence for too long. There's a city up ahead where we will eat and rest. I wonder what we're eating. Hopefully it's better than eating a rotten egg cactus. I see a Taco Bell. Hello, welcome to Taco Bell, senor. What can I get you?
Sorry, kid. I'm trying to enlarge so you can see the illustrations. Yes, get on with it, man. Oh yeah. We can turn the speed back to normal. Normal speed, not high speed. Okay, are we good? I think we're good.
I'll have 2 burritos. I'll have 3 burritos and 7 tacos. Thank you, please. And what would your cut like? I'll have a fish taco, please. And I want a Baja Blast Mountain Dedos and ain't not poop corn and tag. Here, cha-ching!
Reminder: this is the Corey Flux show. If you're interested in more wicked content like this,
Your food be out. Let me read that order. That would be $8.89 poop coin and tax. Cha-ching here. Your food will be out in a few minutes, amigos. Hey, Corey, look at this. What is this? Uh-oh. It's a wanted dead or alive poster. Uh-oh. Somebody's a criminal. It says here, I'm wanted criminal, then the reward is $1,000. Like what? Like what did you do wrong? It says the crime is illegally bringing dinosaurs back to life. War crimes like killing people. Heresy worship of an unknown alien spider god. And having sex and marriage with a space alien. What is wrong with everything in those? What is wrong with everything these days? Food done yet? No, it is not, senor. Amigo. No, it is not, senor. Would you like to enter into a win a prize? Corey, don't do it. It might be a scam. Besides, Mexicans got tricks up their sleeves. Just get my food done. And please don't tell the police I'm a wanted man. For some odd reason. Oh, don't you worry about it, senor. That's an old poster. We thought you were dead. When President Obama came into office, now that's a true little senor. I'll worry about it later. Just make the food. Are you sure you don't want to sign up? Sign up to win a prize, senor? Corey, no! I will not sign up for your schemes, you evil Mexicans. Well, your food is done. Just stop putting that sword in my face and eat. And while Corey and Fliffy sat down to eat, White Tiger the Velociraptor comes in, and he's controlled by him and the other dinosaurs, which are Triceratopsins. They're controlled by the Chinese Communist government. Yep. Speaking in Chinese. Oh no, the Chinese have stolen my dinosaurs and they're attacking. Oh no, please don't eat me. Whoa! Get your clothes off me, you damn dirty dinosaurs. Hey, White Tiger, what are you doing? Leave the Mexicans alone. Hey, look, it's Corey, the king. We thought you were dead. We like you better when you were dead, man. You should see what happened to your stupid friend, Roger the dinosaur. He killed himself. Ha 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 ha. No! This can't be! He was supposed to defeat Chinosaurus! How could this be? He fell off a cliff. Liar, take this, Larry. And I take my sword and then defeat Larry the Triceratops. I just don't understand, why did you dinosaurs join the Chinese communists? What did General Mao do for you? He gave us Chinese food. Chinese food? But you're in a Taco Bell. You mean there's no Chinese food here? Eat taco, bitch. Bang. Then the Mexican restaurant owner shoots a taco gun, and the taco whoosh, bang, 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 swoosh, into White Tiger the Velociraptor's mouth, gluck chomp. And White Tiger the Velociraptor eats the taco because he got shot in his mouth. Hey, wait a minute. This tastes. This actually tastes pretty better than good in Chinese food. It tastes better. It tastes so familiar. What is this? It's actually pretty better than Chinese food. What is this? White Tiger, you know what this is. We ate this before, this shitty food, every Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. It's called a taco. Hey, can I get more tacos? How about this? Stop being a total communist bastard. Communism solves nothing. Communism solves nothing. I am the true leader, not the heretic General Mao. Return to me. I am your friend. I am your friend and leader. You used to trust me. Now say you're sorry or no tacos for you. Look, I'm sorry. Good. Now, Mexican, give me the taco gun. Well, first you got to sign up to win. Sign up to win it. Sign up to win it. And if you win, you get this cool taco gun. Fine, I'll sign up. But is there any other way to get that taco gun? Oh, come on, Corey. I'm sensing something dangerous coming. We need to leave. Not now, Flippy. Let me tell you why I need that taco gun, okay? My plan is to not kill the dinosaurs. With the power of this taco gun, well, the dinosaurs will eat of it and realize eating tacos is better than eating Chinese food. You know what? I already signed you up. Get in and guess who's the winner? Nobody. Nobody won. Nobody gets it but me. Now give it to me. Give me the taco gun. Here you go. There you actually won it. You actually won the taco gun. Good. Come on, guys. Let's get the hell out of this Taco Bell and start shooting some damn tacos in the dinosaurs' mouths to feed the hungry dinosaurs. Are you sure this plan is going to work? Oh, yeah, it's going to work. They will realize that tacos are better than China food and revolt against the one who made the Chinese food. That's the plan. It's gonna work. Almost done with this whole book here. Whoo! Lots of reading. I don't know why that light changes shader color, but anyways, such bright light is. Just taking a breather. All right, let's go. So Flippy, White Tiger, let's go. So Flippy, White Tiger, let's go. I got some hungry dinosaurs' mouths to feed. A whole recipe. Hungry dinosaur mouths to feed. A whole recipe of destruction. But I almost forgot. I still have to rescue my wife from the eggplant forest. Damn, there's too many things to do in little time. Then we will kick ass in China land. Cool. Let's go. To be continued. And that's the end of be careful now. The Fluxtraverse book 35, The New Dragon. This is I got done writing and illustrating and reading.
Ah, yes, the Fluxtraverse. What's that? There's a metaverse for that. What's this thing on? Just hoping for the best. Fuck. Okay, it's registering now. That was King Corey Fluxtra. I don't know. Who's this? Greetings and salutations. You're muted. Richard. I cannot hear you. Okay. Shit. Motherfucker. Damn it, Jim.